Here we have a picture of a monk who self-immolated to protest the unfair treatment of Buddhists by the South Vietnamese government. Now, I want you to think about people in your life who have certain religious beliefs. Are they treated differently by others? The United States is filled with many people of different races, genders, and sexualities and religions. Oftentimes, individuals who do not fit the blueprint for what society considers to be normal are treated differently or even outright unfairly. One of those groups is the Muslim community. According to a Pew Research study, 82% of American adults say Muslims are subject to at least some discrimination in the U.S. today. That discrimination takes place in the form of being singled out for searches at airports, offensive name-calling, and being stopped by the police. Whether or not we realize it, religious discrimination is all around us. In late 2019, a young Jewish couple was removed from a flight departing from Miami due to having an offensive body odor. What the airline employees did not know was that Orthodox Jews often go several days without showering. The strange thing was that the couple had showered earlier that morning. Another group that is discriminated against in our society is Christians. For example, some Christians are required to take a day off on Saturdays to observe the Sabbath. The EEOC reported that 2 years ago, a Walmart employee was fired for simply adhering to this rule and refusing to come into work for 1 day of the week. Keep in mind, this was only 1 day of the week. It is urgent that we protect our kids from being exposed to offensive behavior. In a concert, popular rapper Lil Uzi Vert told his fans that if nobody's flying up to heaven right now, obviously all of them are going to hell right with him. Many of his fans were upset by this and voiced their disappointment with Lil Uzi's comment. While Lil Uzi has the constitutional right to say this, that does not mean it is correct or that he is free from the potential backlash. Now I want to ask you, are you paying attention to the artists you support and what they say? I sure hope so. The solution I am proposing is to have people travel around the country and talk to employers to help them be more aware of the differences between the major religions. The California-based United Religions Initiative is a nonprofit organization that aims to promote peace by working with different religious groups and helping them to be educated on each other's differences. They also set up what are called cooperation circles, which provide resources for the less fortunate and help to resolve conflicts within specific communities. Now, I'm asking my audience to donate to this organization in order to acquire the resources they need. This particular organization has a very high rating when it comes to accountability and transparency. Some proof of this organization doing good work is the Women's Interfaith Network, which helped overturn the ban of an Islamic book at an American school board. A potential barrier to this solution is the negative stigma surrounding the Muslim community due to the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Many Muslims were viewed as threats to American safety, and it's up to us to remove this negative stigma. So, how do we remove the stigma? We can start by talking about the many Muslim celebrities who have made a tremendous impact on American culture. Celebrities such as Shaquille O'Neal, DJ Khaled, and rapper Raekwon are all respected Muslim figures who have achieved great things in our society. Another barrier we may encounter is the ignorance or lack of motivation of the people who are being educated on this issue. A lot of people simply don't care about religious discrimination. We can fight this by telling people about the many cases that have occurred in the United States that have involved religious discrimination. So, to end this speech, I just want to reiterate the fact that religious discrimination is a widespread, urgent, and relevant problem that is overlooked by many Americans. Whether it's your next door neighbor or a Walmart employee, you never know who could be being mistreated simply because they have a certain belief system.